go time. Hello, you beautiful people. You know what today is? Today is day 197 of Office Hours. That's right, Office Hours. That's where we go live across all 5 of the fandoms. We're talking about 2 million people over at youtube.com/scam school. Nailed it. We're talking about 1.7 million and climbing at youtube.com/modern rogue. Over 1 million followers over at x.com/wood. Of course, we blend in with all them suits trying to get their corporate office money over at LinkedIn. But of course, the only ones that matter to me, the ones that I want to tattoo their names across this beautiful visage, those are the elites. Those are the Diamond Club. Behold, join us in the Diamond Club. It is grand. Thank you very much. Hello, beautiful folks. I'm Brian Brushwood. You may have heard of me, you may not. I don't really know either way. If you're brand new here, just think of me as the internet's older brother with a bit of a checkered past. I've seen some stuff, but I'm here to impart wisdom, not the least of which is the fact that I don't know if you noticed, there's robots running afoot. Now, I don't care about them taking your jobs. Maybe you weren't very good at your job to begin with. I don't care about them stealing your art. True artists don't fear that because excellence comes from within. What I care about is the battle for your mind. That's right. Robots are learning to deceive. And guess what? Their techniques are the exact same mechanics that we use by scammers, by we humans, use as scammers and thieves and scoundrels and con men. In other words, my people. So we're going back through all the important beats to learn the psychological backdoors. So we put deadbolts on all them suckers. We call it Scam School. If you missed it, Scam School was the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. So Scam School is the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I could talk. I ain't had my second cup yet. Give me a second. So today, we're going to present one of my all-time favorites. Every so often, we stumble across an all-timer. I think this is one of them. I want you to keep an eye out for the cinematography on this. This is Jordan Dertinger just crushing it. I think this is when he's using a Lumix GH series Micro Four Thirds camera. I think you could see the Voigtlander lens get that gorgeous color separation, that gorgeous depth of field. The people are top-notch, exquisite. We've got both Brett Rounceville and his, I don't know if it was his wife at the time, Katie, but she is an absolute delight. The trick is excellent. I'm sure you've seen riffs on it later on, but we're going to learn all the behind-the-scenes intel on this. But first, we're going to watch the entire episode of, I think it was originally called Get Corked. Cork trick to stump the drunk or punk the drunk or something like that. But I like to think of it as get 2 corks to melt through each other. You're going to be doing this trick all day long. Here we go. Check it out.
This week's trick, even after they see how it's done, they won't be able to pull it off.
This episode of Scam School is the science project gone awry from GoDaddy and Gamefly.
Welcome to the show that very likely, most probably, will not get you arrested. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and I love today's tricks because it's 1 part puzzle, 1 part mental dexterity, and 1 part magic trick because you, sir, are about to get corked. Oh my God, it is so good to see you guys. Brett Rounceville, AKA the Amtrekker, and Katie Moe, it's good to see you. And what's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley, it is wonderful to see you guys. Let me tell you something. The problem is, maybe it's a good thing, when you host a show called Scam School, and everyone just assumes you know everything, but then out of nowhere, somebody will sheepishly show you a trick, and it's kind of embarrassing when you're supposed to be the scam master, and you're just like, I'm sorry, how did you do that? and that's exactly what happened. We had our cousins over a couple months ago, and my cousin Scott Aycock, he was just like, oh, well, here, watch this. And I was blown away. And what's funny is I was such an idiot, I had to record him showing me the explanation in order to actually figure it out. But it's kind of a cool mind bender. Here's the challenge. Everybody grab 2 corks. I went to the bar and I grabbed a whole bunch of wine corks here. And you're gonna tuck them in the crook of your thumb and forefinger, just like so. Now, in this game, the only fingers that exist are your thumb and forefinger. You don't get to use any of these guys over here, okay? The challenge is you want to get this wine cork into these fingers and this wine cork into these fingers. And you want to make the transfer simultaneously. You with me so far? Now, technically, if you just grab it like this, you've already grabbed them. But the problem is they're locked, and you can't pull. You got to be able to pull your hands away from each other. So you could, if you wanted to break the simultaneously rule, you could hold this here and then reach in and pull this out. But that's not doing them simultaneously, right? So once again, you want to start like this, and you want to get the left hand one into the right hand one into the left hand, and you want to be able to just reach in and pull them straight out. So go ahead and play with it and see what you guys come up with to see if you can actually pull it off.
Okay, so I want this one over here.
Yes.
This one over here.
Yes, or not in the crooks. You actually want to end up.
Can you balance them?
You want to start like this.
I balanced it.
And then you want to, you know what, here's the weird part. Because you guys see the problem. The problem is that you have a topological impossibility. And you go,
Topology.
yes, you know topology,
Right.
three-dimensional mathematics, right? So the problem is you're linked here, and there's no way to get out unless you do, some kind of like that.
That's what I do.
Switchy, yeah, some people do. But what's really weird is if you pull it off just right, you can actually see, even though they're linked, you can pull them straight through each other. Did you see Katie's face? That was so awesome. No, it's super simple.
I think you did this.
Yeah, you know what? That is what I did. But I do it so fast that you can't tell. Watch. They start linked, and then you just pull them right apart like that.
Wait a minute. Okay.
I'm gonna do this. Do it again.
Oh, it's totally simple. You start with them in the two sides, and you want to get this one on this side, this one on this side. And so you just grab them, and even though they're linked, you can pull them right through each
Oh,
other.
because you're like this. Oh.
Here's what's
Really
beautiful.
easy once he does it.
See, you guys were laughing at me because I said I couldn't figure it out when he tried to teach me. Okay, listen, not only am I gonna do it again, I'm gonna walk you through all the steps after we thank our sponsors. All right, let's talk about GameFly. You like games, I like games. And
Old
GameFly is the
ad,
largest
old ad,
online
old
game
ad,
service
old ad, old ad. All right,
of
so
over
look,
6,000
while this is going on,
classic titles
I'm working
from all
on
consoles and handhelds.
the
They got plans
credits
starting at $15.99
doc.
a month, and members can
We
rent 1 to
might
4
have it
games.
working. I have it
Keep
plugged
them as long
in
as you like,
with
no late fees, no due dates,
with
and
Social
shipping
Stream
is always
Ninja.
free.
But
Once
we'll
you're
get
done
to it.
playing
We'll
the
get to
game,
it. But
just
as
send
you
it back
guys
and
know,
GameFly will send
we're
you
about
the
to have to
next
place
one.
your
And if you
bets.
really
So
like
as
the
soon
game
as
you're
this
playing,
original
just
episode's
click on
over,
YouTube
you're gonna
on
get ready at
GameFly
Guess
website.
Attack.
The
So
game is
get
yours for a discounted
ready
price.
for
GameFly
all
will
of that.
email
Here
you the
we
manual
go.
free of charge. The best part is Scam School fans get a free 2-week trial when you go to gamefly.com/scamschool. That's gamefly.com/scamschool. It's completely free. It's as good as winning a free drink. Get on over there.
Guys, I cannot believe it. We are almost up to 100 episodes of Scam School. And for our 100th episode spectacular, I want you to be the star. So I want everybody to record a short video, 10 to 30 seconds in length, and post it on YouTube. You can demonstrate your favorite Scam School trick. You could tell a quick story of your massive success, or better yet, your failure. Keep it short and to the point. Try to make it cute and pithy, and we'll get you on the show. You can send me the link at brian@revision3.com, or you could Twitter it out with hashtag ScamSchool100, and we'll pick it up. Can't wait to see you guys. It's going to be a monster party. Now get up there and show me how creative you guys can be.
Are you guys ready to learn how this works?
Yes.
You're still trying to figure it out the hard way. So there's two parts that make this beautiful. First of all, the whole setup that I describe all the you can't do this, you can't do this, because I want you to get stuck in the idea that this is the only way, that having them linked is the only way you can get your fingers on them. But that's not entirely true. The second part that's so great about it is now that you're stuck in this linked fingers mode, when I actually set up like this, I'm actually not linked, but it looks like I'm linked. Like when you look at that, you would swear, oh yeah, they're linked together, and then you pull them apart. So I'm gonna explain how step by step to do this. So once again, it should look like this. You got them on each side, you just grab them, it looks like you're totally linked, but then you pull straight apart. Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
The thing itself.
Is everybody right-handed? Who's
Yes.
left-handed? Okay, we're all right-handed. And we're going to take our right hand, and normally you would just kind of half flip it in order to grab it. Instead, we're gonna rotate all the way upside down. So like you could clap like this, right? And then we're gonna take the pad of the thumb, the side of the thumb, and touch it to the bottom of this cork. And you'll notice your other thumb is already perfectly positioned to be on top of the other one. All right, we're almost there. Then your right finger goes on the other side. Now here's the only part that's tricky, is you'll notice your left finger's pretty far down. So you gotta rotate it way on over, and now it looks like you're linked. Okay, let's go through that one more time, and you guys can pull it off. Here we go. So again, corks in the pads like this. You're gonna over-rotate, so the side of your thumb is on the first one, and you'll notice your other thumb's already in position. Then you're going to, your right index finger should go right in position, because it's not far to go. The only one that's tricky is the left, has to come way around like that.
I feel like my
and
thumb's not long enough.
boom, ta-da! All right, now, here's the real question. Can you do it without me reminding you step by step how it's done?
I think so.
All right, everybody in position. Let's see it. This is my favorite part. I just sit and watch. Ha-ha! Dude, you guys got this down. Couple of things to remember when you're pulling this off is you want to, if you want that final illusion for it to, when I first learned this, all I learned is, hey, hold two things like this, it looks like they're linked, and when you pull them apart, people will be amazed. By itself, that's a little bit weird. So I think you gotta remember to do the whole craft setup of getting them thinking about playing with it like this, and then moving it on this side over here, playing with it like that, and then on that third beat, that's what, and what I love is once you're here, wait for a while and show it to them and say, look, even though they're linked, you can pull them right apart. That's when you get the, this is redonkulous moments, when you're looking at it.
You know, if you're new to Scam School, you may not know what a domain smack is.
Wait
but
a
in short,
tick.
domains are so
Hold on.
ridiculously cheap.
Normally,
They're a software go-to
I thought we already had a C block. What on else? Are we going to have them present the entire scam? I think, wow. Interesting. All right, well, meanwhile, you guys get ready because we're going to do Guess Attack. You guys are going to do some degenerate gambling, guessing how many views this one was able to get. We'll find out. Here we go.
Since John Hodgman has claimed that Jonathan Colton is feral in both of his books, I thought I would help Jonathan by sending a new domain to his site. I'm sure he will appreciate it. Of course he'll appreciate it, but come on, you gotta admit, he looks like a feral mountain man. Don't forget, if you want to get the best price on your domain smack, use the promo code SCAM10 at checkout. Not only will you get your domain for $7.49 forwarded anywhere you want for free, but you'll be keeping Scam School in business.
All right, you know what? We got a little bit of extra time here, so I'm going to do you a you're still working. You're still,
I'm way too busy to listen to your little monkey tricks today.
That's the problem. Once you learn it, you're going to be doing it all the time, over and over again. But here's what I'm going to do. Since we have a little extra free time, I'm going to give you guys a bonus. I'm going to tell you one of my favorite story tricks. I did my all-time favorite story trick back at South by South Interactive for Jay Adelson, but I think you guys will dig this one quite a bit. And what I love about story tricks is that you don't have to ask anyone to remember what their card is, because nobody can ever remember their cards. But Katie, you like magic, right? You like stories? All right, Ashley, all right, here we go. Once upon a time, in a land far away, there lived a good-looking, dark-haired king who ruled over the land. And he was married to an equally good-looking, dark-haired queen. Now, what most people did not know is that dark-haired king had an identical twin brother who looked exactly like him. And he was married to the queen's identical twin sister. They were a trendy pair of couples. They liked to double date a lot. The ladies would head upstairs to powder their noses. And the first dark-haired king, being a lecherous knave, would cast his gaze out onto the dance floor and immediately spot himself a cute little red-headed young lady. And his brother, not to be outdone, he went out and found her identical twin sister. They started with the small talk. Hi, how's it going? What's your sign? This happened back in the 70s. And before too long, the ladies came down from powdering their noses and they saw what their husbands were up to. They were pretty pissed off. In fact, the first dark-haired queen, she walked right past her husband and sat down right next to that cute little red-headed young lady. And her sister, well, she wasn't going to be outdone, so she did the exact same thing. Now, at this point, there's a lot of name calling, a lot of hair pulling, a lot of stuff we can't get into on a family show like Scam School. But before too long, in a huff, the first dark-haired king, she grabbed her husband, the dark-haired king, right by the ear and drug him right outside. Her sister, well, she followed suit and did the exact same thing. Now, I know what you're thinking, Ashley. You're thinking, whatever happened to that cute little red-headed young lady? And the answer is, at first, she was pretty bummed, until she went out on the dance floor and she found herself an equally cute red-headed young man. And her sister, well, she was pleased as punch to find out that he had an identical twin brother, and they all lived happily ever after.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
So you like that
Now
one
I
then?
need to know what just happened.
You're like, now I want to learn that trick. Well, maybe in a future scam school. Thank you guys so much, though. You guys were a blast. I had a lot of fun. Big thanks to my cousin Scott Aycock for teaching me how to do that cork trick, even though it took me forever to learn how it was done. If you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, hit me up at brian@revision3.com. If you want to see any of our episodes back to episode 1, head on over to scamschool.tv. If you're doing the Twitter thing, you can follow us at twitter.com/scamschool or find out when my tour is coming to your town at twitter.com/schwood. Next week, we're going to be learning how to make marionettes using beer bottles and pool hall chalk. But for right now, I got to go practice on my puppetry because I'm booked at an elementary school tomorrow. Who the hell booked that one?
Man, you can tell that show is hitting its stride. It definitely just had this kind of non-stop rhythm to it, this effortless ease. It was frictionless. You could tell there was a sense of momentum. The voices clarified. Brian's doing his most polished material. Everything kept going. We had a proper C block, although we could have broken out them attempting it as a C block. And instead, we just did a showcase piece on there of some polished material, which I think worked out great. Boy, the cinematography is just gorgeous on that. If you're new here, check out that awesome face. If you're new here, so one of the beautiful things about YouTube is that this is the very last real-time or out-of-time drop. Let me see. This one was... Oh, you didn't see that, did you? We all agree nobody saw nothing? Nobody saw nothing. I'll tell you what. Why don't you guys just head on over to Guess Attack, GUESSATTACK.com, and place your bets. How many views do we think this one got in the before times, before it became real time? Some of these episodes were discovered in the wild. Some of them were not. Yeah, that's right. You guys, you didn't see nothing. Good. Why the second trick in the C block? Not enough content to fill the F without it. To be honest, it's Adam. It's quite simply because I don't think we had codified that rhythm to it yet. You could tell that we're intuitively zeroing in on it. And if anybody who's been here for the last 200 episodes of Office Hours, you've experienced in real time the same thing. That iteration, there's no substitute for doing the reps. And in that case, I think I figured it was a simple enough trick that it would be set up punchline and then put this showcase on there. Plus also, you can tell, like, as we're getting close to 100, I couldn't believe that this Scam School thing would go for 100 episodes, much less that it was just getting started on its momentum. But during that time, I wanted to get good video of me doing as many tricks as I knew how to do. So I think that's the big reason there. Meanwhile, let's see who was correct. Kurometariku says 17,760 views. Flying Car 100 says 23,000. BioCow with 42,067. G. James B, 0 views. The exact opposite. Hawk Warley says 1.2 million. Oh, yeah, it's Adam with 38,383. Curtis Hoffman, 6956 with 45,000. James Cobalt with 55,723. Cliff Horn with 39,720. Muslix, 30,526. Magic 51 with 199,000. Sixter 4157 with 37,400. Kian Lafford, all the way from Ireland with 35,000. Joey 666 with 17,000. Sinewave 75,000. Banterat with 43,000. Earth 56 with 22,500. Clem Fandango. Ooh, I want to know who Clem Fandango is. Yes, I can hear you. 69,420. Wago with 22,228. Charles Rubach coming in with 32,222. Tim, 198062. 198062. I like that. Tim19862 with 14,000, and the real number of views on this episode is 22,347. Yeah, look at that. Came out December 30th, 2009. This is the first real-time release. All the ones beforehand were back catalogs that got discovered later on. This is canonically the very first Scam School episode posted on YouTube. Isn't that wild? The very first episode of Scam School posted on YouTube in real time. I think that's a good... Yeah, we are. We are in a new era. That's great. So now let's see who was the winner. The champion. Wago! Off by just 119 views. Congratulations. Congratulations. That was fantastic. Coming in second with the silver medal, we got Earth 56, off by just 153. Flying Car 100 with 653 off, seizing the bronze medal. Look at that. That's well done. Hawk Worley gets an honorable mention for being the most optimistic. He was only off by 1,177,653. Robbed. This was like the first step I remember. Yeah. It totally should have way more. Yeah, that's the thing, is inauspicious starts with these. Yeah, you guys are doing real good. Yeah. Well, so let's do this. Let's check in with the comments, because I'm certain that the way we remember all this is 100% accurate. I'm sure that the way we remember is that... Here we go. Let me put on the whiteboard for you guys. Let's see. Oh, man. I still don't know where that Diablo shirt went to. Oh, there you go. Super. So while you guys piddle on the whiteboard, I'm going to answer these ancient comments, because here's the thing. Starting now, we're dealing with, I think this is before I was handling the comments. I think this would have been just a rando intern. In fact, this would have been when everything was feral. Let's see. That card trick is crazy hard. I want to learn how to do it. Here, let's go ahead and switch over to the Scam Nation account. There we go. I want to learn how to do it. Did you ever learn it? That guy in the hat is feeling pretty damn good. 656. What's happening there? 656. Yeah, that doesn't look particularly... Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is some classic Brett Rounceville. There we go. Brett Rounceville is a national treasure. That card trick at the end was the best card trick I've ever seen. I had to watch it several times. So glad you dug it. You freaking teaser, that card trick was amazing. Glad you liked it. Look at this. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, that's cool. Eric Surfed 6 taught the Cork one. I think I'd seen the card trick before, but it didn't have the same cute story. Isn't it called like the Elms account or something? Close. It's a Gemini account. December 2009. Fun fact, this is canonically the very first episode of Scam School posted on the Scam School YouTube channel. I don't know what you mean, but 8 months ago was still 2 years too late, at least since this was uploaded. Okay. Hi. Is that Toby Turner next to you? I don't know who that is. Eric Surf 6 bottle cap trick. I don't know what that means. Oh, here we go. Sorry, Brian. Eric Surf 6 beat you to this scam. Bottle cap trick. Way before I ever saw this episode. Whatever. I can't believe no one comments. You were the first. Army of Gamers, because he has so many ads. I don't want to be a troll here, but pretty old. At least not a lot of people know about it. Sure. Yep. YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. That's how they be. Just like that. All right. I like how Zero was not the worst guess. Yeah. Well, part of the reason it's low is December 30th is not a good release date. Yeah, also because ain't nobody discovered it. It turns out that what people like is rhythm, cadence, a sense of inevitability. Ooh, Earth 56 got a TV ghosting, just a year old. If it's ghosting already, huh? Yeah, you might be able to get a warranty thing on that. Card trick could be swinging royalty. I don't know what that means, but that sounds great. I would like to subscribe to whatever this service and or product is. There we go. Okay, so here's what we got on the remainder of the agenda. Blasted through that. Before we do any studio rearranging, because we are going to have to, we're going to have to figure out all of this beeswax. Oh. Oh. Oh ho. There we go. So we found out yesterday that the couch moving there was blocking the airflow. So I'm going to move the couch all the way to the other side of the studio. If you don't mind. If it's okay by you guys. There we go. And then we'll just kind of get a sense of all this place right here. And then I will... Oh, interesting. Oh, that's so tiny. What's going on here? Maybe this is the way to be for the moment. Okay, so let's take a look at the credits bot. We heard the co-host pipe up for a second here. Yes, don't ask. Shouts out to Sign, S-C-Y-N-E. Canonically, my black son. He created the end credit scroll based on the prototype that I did yesterday. He iterated, and what I've done is I've taken his work, run it locally, and had it evaluate how to plug into Social Stream Ninja. There's a session ID that it plugs in nicely to, and so it's able to watch everything in the chat, and it'll manufacture our credits on here. And so we'll see. Question mark. Let me see if I can get you guys a little peekaboo. Oh, wait, hold on. First, for this, let me go ahead and lock in that in position 2. And then, there we go. All right, all right. There it is. Command approval. Thank you, co-host. It's really working hard on this one. So what that'll do is these are all aggregated from Social Stream Ninja over here. And then the bot will be able to sit and get from all 5 nations, which is something we've been working on. Guys, a scant 200 days into this affair, I think we're finally making headway. We're actually about a year and 5 months into re-envisioning the entire studio. Isn't that wild? Yeah. I think we're just over a year since we mounted the Founders Day plaque. We planted our flag here. Okay, so here's what we want. Yes, and don't ask again. Okay, so here's what it says. Connected just means the WebSocket open. The useful signal is whether or not Social Stream Ninja is actually sending chat events down channel 4. Right now, your counter is still 0, so I'm going to add a small live diagnostics panel. I'm adding this as instrumentation rather than guesswork. The diagnostics are added. I'm going to restart the local server. The restart response looked like the old process. The diagnostics are working now, and the test ingest created local test chatter. There you go. Test. There we go. I'm making one last small improvement when the server starts. Yes, co-host. Don't ask again. I'm making one last small improvement when the server starts and already has a save Social Stream Ninja session ID. It'll reconnect automatically instead of just quietly sitting disconnected. The server's back up, connected, and now exposes diagnostic counters. Aha. I added a visibility panel so you can see what's happening. Refresh the control page. You should see a bunch of things. So let me do exactly what it just said. First, let me find. Okay, so here's the control page. I'm going to refresh it. Great. Oh, never mind. Okay, so it's got a. There we go. Everybody fill in. Hey, Shadra. Oh, man. Shachardahan. 1081. I can get there. I got all this. Here, everybody, let's get some chatter. Chats. Blargs. Deebles. Flops. There it is. Okay, so now we'll see whether or not it likes all of this. Oh. It says it's connected. Okay. Let me see that output then. Oh, it says connected. Reset roll. Open output. Nope, it's not connected. Let's see. Yep. We'll see whether or not it likes this. Should I see anything change? How do I update the output? Is it working? And then I will take a screenshot of all this. There it is. Okay. Well, here, while that's working, I could move this couch, but actually, I don't think I'll have time to move the couch. I think we're doing this. Ah, this guy. Nobody knows what that one is. Unless. Oh, there we go. Oh my God, I just realized that we're coming into summertime. Summertime is when a lot of my demographic suddenly has a lot of free time. Interesting. I forgot about that. Okay. It says here, yes, you should be seeing something change. Right now, the local credits app is working, but Social Stream Ninja is not feeding a chat yet. The key signal is here, connected, raw events to update the output. That's fine. Local output is working. Live SSN ingestion is connected, but not receiving messages yet. Okay, but here, let me do this. Okay, but check out. It's receiving all the messages, but they're not showing up in the credits. We may have to do just a placeholder. Yeah, Sinewave is working on his iteration of it as well. Faye Moss would be a great name. Holy moly, how did I miss that? That is a good name. Let's see. Nancy Faye Moss. Okay, this alert sound's going to drive me a little bit batty. It's inspecting the dock source for its actual connection code and adding a fallback bridge if needed. Live life, Moss. Faye Moss. What an amazing moment. Like, tomorrow is graduation for Penny. Or I guess this Friday is graduation for Penny. And a lot of other folks are going into their summer vacation. Office Hours is hitting its groove. We got a rhythm. We're building out all of the doodads for our what's-its. And things are about to ramp up. And we just had an out-of-the-park hit. It's pretty good. Let's see. Still waiting. Still waiting. I may just have to do a placeholder. Well, I'll tell you what I can do while we're waiting on that is I can go to this. Take the output. Copy that. We'll add another input here. It'll be a web browser. Paste that. Okay. Oh, look at this. Behold. That's it. There it is. Do you guys know, by any chance, where I should go to disable that alert sound? I guess I could just ask a robot. Let me ask a robot. How do I disable alert sounds in Windows? Okay. Right-click the speaker icon, go to sound settings, go to more sound settings. Of course, you got it hidden. Oh, I'm so happy that all of those terrible hidden things are no longer hidden. Sound schemes? Sounds tab? Sound. Schemes? Nope. Are you hallucinating? No hallucinations, please. All right, I got 4 more minutes and I got a bolt. There is no sound schemes. Sound control panel on the right. Sounds. Oh, sound scheme. There it is. Sound scheme. No sounds. Ha ha. Okay. All right. I think that'll do it. Hey, hey. We only got 3 minutes to save the world, people. If you only want to kill notification dings and keep other system sounds. Oh, there we go. Good. Aha. We've got 2 minutes to change the world. Come on. Come on. Scrolling bar has to go across. Come on. The restart exposed a crash when serving the new bridge route. It's got to run the server in the foreground long enough to catch the error, fix it, and bring it back up cleanly. You can do this. Come on, damn it, man. I guess it's just reviewing. Ah, okay. I think I do have that. Let me try signs to take us out. We'll do this. We might be able to make it just in time. All right. I'll tell you what. Oh. Can you roll it? Try rolling it. And then you could take us out. Oh, wait. I guess you have... I can roll it. Don't. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Get rid of this. And then we'll do... Oh, no. Is it going or not going? Ah, there we go. Thank you for joining us for Office Hours. Office Hours and Scam School brought to you by gentlemen, warriors, and scoundrels like you. Hold on. We're crushing it, by the way. There we go. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Special thanks to Sine Wave, Night Attack, BioCow, Oh Yeah, It's Adam, The Growly Bear, Nightbot, G. James B, Kurometu Riku,